G'day guys, this is your Admiral speaking and welcome to today's video. Today I am in the Tier 8 German destroyer, the Z-23. I am on the map Trident, one of my favourite maps in standard mode, one of my least favourite modes. I much prefer domination, but nothing I can do about it. You gotta deal the hand you're being dealt. Anyway, so I don't have a cup to push to at the moment, so I'm going to do the team thing, push forward and spot for my team. Lo and behold, a destroyer actually does something for his team. Who'd have thought? The German destroyers are a very underrated class. In my opinion, I have thoroughly enjoyed playing the Z-23. This video was recorded some time ago. I've since unlocked the Z-46, and I am really enjoying that ship too. Great ship, great guns, good torpedoes. The smoke, yeah, the smoke's not great, but I think the rest of it makes up for it. Anyway, as we push forward, we come across a Fiji and a Bismarck and a Kutuzov. Hopefully my team will do what they're meant to do and start targeting them. And Akizuki has just popped in range as well, so I need to turn away to avoid getting detected, which I've just been, and I've dropped back out again. So I dumped some torps just as a deterrent more than anything. And I'm going to use this island just to the north of me just to sort of hang around, get behind if I need to, and for now I will just sort of sit in this general area and spot. That Fiji is starting to turn in, so I pop my smoke and my hydro, because the last thing I want is torpedoes from that Akizuki coming in and surprising me. So I commence fire on the Fiji, get a couple of hits, hoping some of those torpedoes will hit, but I don't think they will. Okay, so with the smoke, no doubt everyone is aware by now that there are changes coming to the detectability when firing from within smoke. Unfortunately, the Z-23 and the Z-52 will have the worst concealment when it comes to DDs being detected when firing from within smoke. I think their detection range is about 3 kilometers, so not much more than what you would pick them up at if, say, you were running target acquisition or something like that. The reason why it's so bad is because the Z-23 runs the 150mm guns, which I'm currently running at the moment, and the Z-52, well, it's a tier 10, so it should just, I think the logic is they should just have the worst concealment anyway. Anyway, I'm continuing to fire within the smoke, but my smoke is about to run out, so I need to leave that so I don't get detected. I'm going to duck behind the island here and see if I can keep the enemy team spotted and perhaps dump some torpedoes into their path if I can, in order just to inflict some damage. There's no real ship in particular I'm going to be targeting, but it's more just to go, well, don't camp behind islands. So yeah, if you're sick of battleships camping behind islands, as I'm sure everyone is, it's all I ever hear people complain about, and people still do it. I don't get it. People complain about it, but they do it. So anyway, I'm just going to move in here, try and get within torpedo range, and I'm just going to lay down some torpedoes. You can see them sort of moving in behind that island there. Fiji is backing into that island, so I don't know what his plan is. And there's a Legalis in the air there too, which is heading nose first into the island. So I'll just lay down some torpedoes, but I need to turn away because that Bismarck is getting a little bit too close. And fortunately he is burned down by one of our destroyers. So I'm hoping to get, well, at least a few hits here. As I said, I'm not looking to hit anyone in particular, but at least just inflict some damage to make it easier for the rest of my team. Now I need to be careful because I've got a Kutuzov and a Magi there as well. And if any one of those ships spots me, then I'm in a lot of trouble. Oh, and that Akizuki has popped up again, so I need to be wary of him as well. There we go, torpedo hit on Fiji. One on the Legalis in the air. And waiting, no, my torpedoes aren't up just yet, so I need to start thinking about moving away. That Kutuzov is starting to get quite close, but I need to try and take some shots at that Fiji, just see if I can get the kill. So I'm definitely spotted because these guns are so friggin' big, but I don't get the damage I was hoping for. I didn't give quite enough lead, and yep, I've now got the Akizuki and the Kutuzov shooting at me. So I dump smoke to break detection, and I need to get around back behind this island if I can. So yeah, my torpedoes are now back up, so I'll just lay some down just as a deterrent again. Let's just sit here in the smoke. I'll see if I can get some shots out against the Kutuzov. I'll load the armor piercing. The armor piercing on these 150mm guns is fantastic. I absolutely love it. Broadside targets, does quite a bit of damage. It'll wreck other DDs engines quite easily. You can take out an engine, watch them repair, then fire another salvo and knock the engine out again pretty much straight away, and it leaves them dead in the water, especially if they don't have last stand. But you can see there the damage I'm doing just with the AP on a broadside cruiser with these guns is just, it's excellent. Had a little bit of assistance on that volley, I think, but yeah, highly recommend you use AP where you can with these guns because it is just absolutely fantastic. Anyway, the smoke is starting to dissipate, so I now need to get behind this island so the Kutuzov can't shoot at me. And he has popped his sonar. So I didn't realise it at the time. I thought someone had perhaps radar, and it took me about 30 seconds to realise what was going on. So he can't shoot at me at the moment, so I'm just going to sit here behind the island and wait for it to expire. If he sticks his nose out, I can lay torpedoes down, but the Akizuki has seen me on account of the Kutuzov's sonar, and he is now firing AP at me. So I just need to try and keep moving and avoid getting hit if I can, while still keeping an eye on what this Kutuzov is doing. So it gets to the point where it's like, yep, I'm starting to take too much damage here, and I need to get out of here quickly. So I pop my speed boost, and I start moving to make it harder for him to hit. He's disappearing behind an island because I think he's being harassed by our Atlanta at the moment. And that Fiji is almost down. Yep, there he goes. And the Atlanta's going to continue to harass that destroyer. That destroyer's now gone behind an island, so he can't hit me anymore, which is good, and I can't hit him. In the meantime, keeping an eye on this Kutuzov. His sonar has now finished and is on cooldown, and I now have the perfect opportunity to ambush him. So, I've got my speed boost up, which is good because it means I can get there faster. My smoke is almost off cooldown, but I won't be using that for quite some time just yet. Now that Kutuzov is distracted by other ships. I think he's distracted by the Atlanta at the moment, and he's firing at that. Yeah, people are calling for me to shoot at him, and it looks like the Kutuzov has popped smoke. So, which is good because it makes it easier for me to sneak up on him. So I'm just going to come around the back of the island here. And yeah, that Akizuki, he's about to go. There we go, taken out by the Atlanta. And in turn, our Atlanta gets taken out by the enemy Scharnhorst. So now what I'm looking for here, I'm not looking to detect the Kutuzov straight away, but if I can see at least where his guns are firing from, which I can put torpedoes straight down that bearing. There we go, one lot, and I've detected him. He's detected me, but his guns are pointing the other way. He can't get them around in time. I'll load some armor piercing, and they all bounce, but I get one torpedo hit, two, and he's down. So one less cruiser for my team to worry about. Now we can start pushing up towards the enemy base. This flank is secured, all their ships have been destroyed, and I'm just going to push up and try and spot, or continue to spot for my team. There's the enemy Scharnhorst, and what have we got there? We've got a Bismarck. I think there's also a Nagato and a Namagi up here too somewhere. But for now, I'll just try and keep these guys spotted I'm not interested in firing my guns. The torpedoes are still on cooldown. Yep, there's a Nagato as well. And that's when I spot the fighter planes from the Scharnhorst, so I need to make sure I stay out of range. I keep my AA switched off because I don't want to be detected at this point. Switch back to HE, and I'm gonna pop my smoke right here and see if I can at least try and get some fire damage. Again, good damage with the HE. I switch back to armor piercing because he's turning broadside now. And let's see what I can do here. 150mm German armor piercing. Yeah, there we go. Only 1200 damage, but for a small caliber gun on a battleship, it's not too bad. 40, quite a few shatters and a few overpens, but it's damage he can't repair. There you go, 2300 damage. And yeah, 1200 damage, but I don't get the kill unfortunately. I only needed one more salvo and I would have finished him off. Anyway, that Bismarck is also broadside, so I'm going to keep the AP loaded. I'll put some torpedoes downrange. I only need one set because he's not going to survive much longer and I don't want to waste a second set of torpedoes. So again, keep the armor piercing up, there's 1700 damage. Yeah, 1800 damage, I think I took out some AA guns there. Yeah, he's starting to turn in. So, and I just saw some torpedoes, but they fell short, so I think I got kind of lucky there. Because I didn't have hydro up either. Now I need to leave because the smoke is now off cooldown and the Bismarck spotter plane is now spotting me. So I switch my AA off, target the plane, and hopefully my poor AA can actually shoot him down and I can get back into concealment again. So I'll just keep the Nagato and the Amagi spotted, and yeah, that spotted plane's now out of range, so I'm now no longer detected. And those two battleships will be focused on all the other ships shooting at them, even if I get detected. So the Amagi is now down. We've got ships pushing into the base. Nope, that spotted plane is back. And I'll just close the gap to see if I can get the guns to be a little bit more effective in shooting him down. Yep, there we go. He's down. Yay, got a kill and a DD. Anyway, we'll turn back up towards the Nagato. To see if I can try and assist with this kill at least. Try and get within torpedo range. I'm not ready to shoot my guns just yet because he's still got quite a bit of health. If he spots me, battleship AP can still wreck me. And looking at his guns, I think he's looking straight at me too. So yeah, we'll just let my team whittle him down. I'll keep him spotted, even though he isn't firing. I'm well within his detection range. Oh, that is a big hit. So yeah, I'll start laying my torpedoes down now, but I think he's going to die long before then. I switch down with piercing, and then he starts to angle, so I switch it back again. Yep, there's a fire on him. He takes a big hit here. Yep, there's a hit, so now I'm going to start shooting at him. And yep, shameless kill still, what can I say? But hey, it's a team game, so you know, you need to do the damage and get the kills, that's how you win. So anyway, not a huge amount of damage, 71,500, 4 torpedo hits, 4 floods, and 250,000 credits. So we finished third on our team. Our Tirpitz seemed to do fairly well, as did our Amagi. It looked like they did quite a bit of damage. So onto the stat sheet. So yeah, most of the damage done to the Kutuzov with the AP and the torpedoes. Only 6,000 and 7,000 on the Bismarck and the Scharnhorst, but a lot of that was AP damage. So I was pretty happy with the gun's performance on there as well. So if we take a look, where are we? Armor piercing shells. Yep, over here, 28 1,000 damage we did with armor piercing, and 38.5 with torpedoes. So yeah, pretty good effort. High explosive shells. Let's see, yeah, only 2,900. So we got far more damage with the AP than we did with the HE. And 8,000 Commander XP, and an extra skill point, which is always very handy. So 95,000 credits. Anyway, on to my recommended build. So start with modules: premium smoke, premium speed boost, premium hydro. I really should run premium damage control, but I don't. Main armaments mod 1, aiming systems mod 1, propulsion mod 1 in case my engine gets knocked out. Propulsion mod 2, give me that extra speed in case torpedoes start incoming and I can get up to speed quickly enough. And concealment systems mod 1. I'm trying to keep an eye open for hydro at the moment to slot in where that propulsion mod 1 is. If I end up getting one, I'll be swapping that out, because having the extra time on the hydro would be very, very handy indeed. Anyway, onto the captain skill. So start off preventative maintenance, although priority target is also a pretty good option if you're going to be using this as a gunboat as well. Last stand, fairly standard for destroyers. Superintendent for the extra smoke, hydro and speed boost. Advanced firing training, so even though it has no impact on the 150mm guns, on the lower calibers of the Z-46 and the Z-52 it will have an impact. And concealment. RPF is a good alternative as opposed to advanced firing training, but as I said, I want the extra range on the tier 9 and 10 destroyers. To finish off, I will get torpedo armament expertise to get the torpedo reload down, and possibly either adrenaline rush or priority target and incoming fire alert are also viable for the last 2 points, but I'll probably end up going with adrenaline rush, because if I take damage it just gets my torpedo reload down even more than what it already is. Anyway guys, that was my commentary on the Z-23. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed playing this line. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And as I said, I'm really enjoying the Z-46. Hopefully I'll get a video out soon. But until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you all later. Ciao.